Alright, what's going on, fellas? Looks like we got some new refines coming in today. I haven't actually taken a look at them myself. It'd probably be better to go through like the in-game notice and kind of see what's going on. I have popped into the Discord, and so I do have kind of an idea of what we're about to see here. But I did just kind of want to go through, and I pulled up some things on the side here, kind of compare, see what's, is it really going to make a dent? I already kind of have, based on some of the discussion I've seen, some notions regarding these refines, but, I mean, I guess we can just get straight into it. So to start, looks like, and I think this is obviously Thorr, but she is getting guard bearing 4, which is a little interesting. I was kind of in the camp that Hell was one of the ones that needed guard bearing 4. The skill's kind of okay now. I mean, it's fine. That's kind of whatever. What I really want to see, we look at her remakes here. So it looks like we're getting Omni Guidance. I think this is like legendary Alencia C skill, so we're getting that in there, which is going to be nice for player face strats. I mean, even repositioning on with the current save ball meta, that'll just be generally nice. All stats except speed up 5, good. It's the relevant stats anyway. Breath, and then special jumping. Everyone jumps now. We've got some support effects in here too. So for some odd reason, there's a discrepancy between the stats she gets and the stats she gives her allies, and that just sounds kind of needlessly complicated. I feel like you could have condensed this a lot, but okay. Breath to allies, she's already did that, and then jumping to allies. That's great. I like that. Grant special quit count -1 to the allies. Yeah, I mean this is just solid. I mean we've already got this, but we don't have it on a mythic, so I think this will be a great addition. I don't really know, and we're gonna get into it with Odor in a second. She's actually gonna be fairly easy to build because if you have Odor, you could just fodder Excel to her, so that's great. But yeah, I mean, it's good. It's not like anything mind-boggling. We'll have to see what her weapon brings. But I think it'll be a good skill. Maybe especially on player phase. Even so, on like on enemy phase strats, just having the guidance. It'll probably be less meaningful to, like, me personally. This doesn't change anything. I have guidance on Plumeria, so this is not really going to have any effect on my teams, and I don't really run player phase typically, so this is not going to have any bearing on me, but, if you're one of those people, you do have that option now. And something I did want to do is kind of, let's go split, or here. Open and split, so we can kind of see. So yeah, this is obviously fairly dated, but yeah, now you get stats, still the same breath effect, but you also get special jumping, -2 for Thorr and -1 for allies. That's gonna be great. Guard bearing 4 instead of flow guard 3. Do we have? We still don't have. Oh, we do have flow guard 4. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't change anything. But yeah, attack, defense, push. I don't think did I. Yeah, so just honestly, and we'll get into it here with the next hero. She's gonna be fairly easy to build. I mean, specials galore. You got options. We'll have to see what her weapon does to see if she's truly going to be relevant. But I think like this is overall a good change, and she's not gonna rot in your barracks anymore. I mean, even with just that skill alone, like they're not gonna kill her weapon. She'll definitely have a place now. So that's exciting, especially with kind of her fans and stuff. They'll be happy to see that. We start to look at the next set here, and this is Odor. Probably, I'm genuinely trying to think of worse defense mythics. And the list is short. I mean, this dude is bottom of the barrel, awful. And not only that, he is a melee nuke, Cav. So who's he competing with? I mean, that's Felix, Sigurd. I mean, those are the two big ones, right? I mean, you have I think Reagan's getting slipped on a little bit. She's quite good. I have a friend with a defense whose Reagan is pretty stout, and so I don't tolerate the Reagan hate like most do, but he's got some stiff competition, especially with the fact. Really, the only thing that he would be offering is like Mythic Royal Condensing, kind of like Thorr here, where things that we already have, but maybe he could do it better, and that would give you maybe a little. Thorr is a little more impactful because it's offense, but maybe you get a little extra lift loss reduction. Basically, you go into Anima and you have like 5 slots to work with. Your Frere and freaking Beast Girl are going to be on every single team involved. Like, that's just a given. They're so good. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So Brutal Shell, Pulse 1 through 4. They should have just made this 1 through 7. I don't know. I think they did this with Regans. Are fine too. This is like the stupidest condition. Like, these units are so bad. And they give it 1 through 7. Like, that would not make them overpowered to give them extra 3 turns of Pulse. Special triggers, boost damage. Okay, whatever. Okay, so Brutal Shell Plus, it looks like a flow skill. I mean, you get DR. I don't remember what his weapon does. I guess that could be a nice segue to open and split. Does he have Pierce? Okay, so no Pierce. Alright. Okay. Attack, defense, excel, we know what that does, yada yada. And that's it. I think. Am I missing something? This is... Bro, this is terrible. I mean, they would have to do some crazy stuff in this guy's weapon to make this remotely relevant. I mean, dude, like, to go from Sigurd, I mean, Felix and Sigurd are just so impactful, and to drop either one of them for this that would be something. I mean, that would be something. I don't know. I think I saw someone talking about like giving him like more special jump. I mean, obviously he'll need some kind of pierce. I think he'll get that. Everyone has it now. I mean, non-special or flat or DR is pretty worthless now. Everyone's got pierce. It's handed out like candy now. But whatever. I mean, this dude sucks. I mean, let's just be honest. They can't save this. Thorr looks promising. This guy's awful. I would, honest to God, if you only have one copy, people say don't fodder your mythics. I would just give Thorr, if you plan to use her, his attack, defense, excel, and just call it a day. Brush your hands. This guy sucks, and he's not coming back. There's just... This is bad. The Thorba, honestly, don't even know what she does. Yeah, I pulled this guy's thing up to make a comparison, but I mean, literally everything here is just so worthless. The Kanto's turn locked. The Pulse is turn locked. The special is okay. I mean, it's not going to split. It's going to be, I think it's a little better. I'm pretty. If I remember right, this scaling's better. It's gonna deal more damage, but it's just awful. Yeah, I'll go ahead and X that out. We don't care about him. Thorr looks good. I'm pretty excited for her. And I brought this up too to kind of see like what are we competing with here. So for Thorr, you know, you're looking at Anna. It's honestly, you know, Plume, I don't think she gets enough recognition for how good she is. Just having a mythic dancer is it's just nice. I mean, Plume and Peony, I think Peony is objectively like significantly better. But I mean, you'll hear me say it, roll condense, like just having her here, it's just so nice. Reagan's okay. Altina, I mean, she's okay. Altina's bad. Elamine's bad. Rat's good. Veil's good. Maybe, the thing with Naga is that she kind of ebbs and flows with the meta saves, at the time. So, like, about a year ago, I, was using Wind Tribe Kagero a lot. She is one of my favorite units. And when she would engage with the premier far saves at the time, who were, I think, Legendary Corrin. I think some people were running Anankos. And there were some other interesting saves in there. But for 2 months, it was basically just dragon saves. Counter War had just come out. And I was just using Naga and just plowing through saves, like, just so easily. I mean, like, you could not stop me. And I think we're getting to a point, potentially, actually, I take it back. I don't think, I mean, near saves are going to be, all dragons. Like, you got Naga, you got Na. Well, I guess a lot of people are going to be using the new free-to-play unit, so we'll see. But we'll kind of see. She kind of depends on if good saves are dragons, her value skyrockets. With Nagi being probably, I take it back, the best near save right now. You know, we'll have to see kind of her usage rates to see if she really holds up. Thorr, I think, is going to be up there after this. Veil is still good. She has lost value, but I mean, to be honest, that's any unit. This guy is pretty solid. Probably the best, one of the best melee frontliners, in my opinion. We're not going to talk about these. I mean, she's okay at tanking, but, like, really your big picture units, like, Sather, I mean, this turn ending is really good. There's a pasta going around with Sigurd on the front line. During Anima, and you can just shut him down turn 1, tank the rest of the defense, and he'll have A, less support, B, the formation of the defense will be shattered, like specifically against this pasta, and it may even see it. I'm gonna post some AR replays and see, but specifically the pasta with Sigurd on the front line, Sather does really good at dismantling that team, because a lot of people are dropping their dancers into Anima with Goat Girl. We don't have to talk about her. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. I mean, I think with that, right, Thor's just shoo-in. Like, if you have her, I mean, there's really, I mean, she's just great. Enemy phase, probably still gonna want Veil. But I mean, you got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you got 6 good mythics, and you can kind of mix and match. I think she's gonna have a great place on offense specifically, but like even in defense, especially if your fodder's limited with your guidance and things like that, like, you know, you'll be in good shape. Then Odor, actually we're just gonna skip this entirely. He's bad. Yeah, don't use him unless you like him, of course. Face Trump all. This, I think, in the in-game, notice this was at the front. I don't think this is very significant. You get to use more aids with more units. Cool, I guess. Sure. Divine Codes. Sure, actually, let's do a little... Sure she. Okay, never mind. I don't think any of these matter. These are all pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, ephemera codes have never been, like, really insane anyway. I did think this was funny. I was actually pulling up all my tabs, and I browsed over this, and this is, like, literally so true. I personally, like, for a long time just chucked Ike into there and just had him go nuts. That still works for the most part. Sometimes it doesn't with these new units. But you can also just auto with this team right here. And this is what happens 99% of the time. Like, it's absolutely foul. Disgusting. Like, that's like, I mean, it's clearly like a nice map or whatever, and you know, but I mean, that's not uncommon, and that's just the meta we're in. PvP especially too is like infinitely worse. If you don't have like premier near or far saves, you're just in a world of hurt right now. If you don't have you know, Felix countermeasures, he's gonna attack you live, and he is going to be in your back, walking through your back door before you can turn around. I mean, he just comes out of absolutely nowhere. Like, I am a huge save ball believer. Embla can cause issues, but like, bro, just, it's so bad. It is so bad. What was I looking at here? I think I pulled something up. Oh well. That's it for the video. Just kind of wanted to review the refines. Thorr looks like she's going to be pretty good. Oter, this is unsalvageable. I mean, they could make him like more viable. They put some good stuff in his weapon, but I mean, it would still make, even with like a lot of good effects, he'd be mostly second rate. Yeah, I'm like brainstorming. I can't think of anything. All right, well, that's it. Catch you on the next one.